Hello everyone! I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas and I wish everybody a Happy New Year already. And I'm gonna do the 2011 book survey that I watched Amber do. And I'm not done reading yet, so I hope that this last couple days I can still do some more reading. I'm in the middle of a book right now, but I already did the survey. The first question is best book you read in 2011, and since Amber did it as in genres, I'm gonna do that too. So the best sci-fi was Across the Universe by Beth Revis. I love the book. Best dystopian was The Forest of Hands and Teeth. The best contemporary was The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. And the best fantasy, I know this is kind of cheating, because I'm gonna say an adult book, which is Game of Thrones. A general adult book that I read that was my favorite was The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which I finished these past days, and it was awesome. Most disappointing book, you wish you loved more than you did. I'm gonna say Last Sacrifice by Rochelle Mead, because I really expected more of it. And thinking about it now, I wish it had ended differently. It was not just the book in itself that for me I thought it was not very good in comparison to the other ones in the series. But thinking about it, I think I also resented that I wish it had ended differently. So yeah, I didn't like it and I wish I had loved it more. And also The Hunger Games, I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't like it as much because I did expect a lot from it, but it was not all that everybody was saying, I guess. But yeah. Third question is most surprising in a good way book of 2011. I'm gonna say The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson because I really didn't expect to, really be drawn to it so much. I already ordered the second and third book in the trilogy since I loved it so much. Book you recommended to people most in 2011? That's a hard question because I recommended people a lot of books. But if I have to recommend a book to someone right now, I think I'm gonna say I Am Number 4. I love that book and I don't see any hype around it. Of course, there's a movie hype. I think people should read it. It was very good. Yeah. Number 5, best series you discovered in 2011? Game of Thrones. So yeah, the Song of Ice and Fire series by George R. Martin. It was the best. Favorite new authors you discovered in 2011? It's quite a list, but I'm saying them. Anyway, it's Lauren Oliver. I read Delirium by her and I loved it. Jenny Han, Alice Hoffman, Stieg Larsson. My God, does that man know how to write a gripping, thrilling, addictive story, and it flowed so well. George R. Martin, that even so his writing is completely dense and complicated in the plot and just everything in this book is complicated. You get to keep up to what's going on. It's unbelievable what this guy created. But at the end, I think I was so used to his writing and to the world, so nothing was very much complicated to me anymore. 7. Best book that was out of your comfort zone or was a new genre for you. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I think you can say it's more mystery, crime related adult book, which I am completely not used to. I really liked it and I'm thinking of reading more mystery like that. Unputdownable book in 2011. Across the Universe was fantastic in that way. It was just very addictive. I read it so fast and it's a very big book. And also The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. 9. Book you most anticipated in 2011? I think it was Illusions by April Pike. And favorite cover of a book you read in 2011? Ice by Sarah Beth Durst. I just love this cover. The Explosionist by Jenny Davidson. Of course, Across the Universe. 11. Most memorable character of 2011? Or Jon Snow from A Game of Thrones. I love the character. my God, he's amazing. He's amazing. Every time it was his point of view, because Game of Thrones has several point of views, which is, I think, one of the reasons that it took me long to read it, because it breaks the narrative. But anyway, whenever it was his part, it was fascinating because he's such a good guy. He's like honorable, and he's brave and also very human. And yeah, I love this character, and I can't wait to see what's gonna happen to him in the future. And also Lisbeth Salander, I hope I'm saying her name right. But on the girl with the dragon tattoo, her character is amazing. She is very troubled, but also very smart and so very intelligent and complicated. But I also like her. I like her a lot. Well, most beautifully written book you read in 2011. I have to say Delirium, Forest of Hands and Teeth, and Practical Magic. That had the greatest impact on you in 2011. I think Across the Universe, because, like I said, it was always a book that I remember as being one of the best I read during this year. And A Game of Thrones also did a great impact on me because it took me so long to read it that I feel I spent so long in that world and so much happened, and I really can't wait to read the next books in the series. Book, you can't believe you waited until 2011 to finally read Hunger Games just because everybody was telling me to read it and I had not read it. So yeah, now I read it. Also Paper Towns, because I love John Green for so long and I had not still read one of his books, and now I have. So yes. And also Jane Eyre, because I had watched the BBC miniseries years ago, and I really liked the story, and I was putting off reading the book, I don't know why, and now I have read it. 15. Favorite passage quote from a book you read in 2011. I'm gonna check Goodreads now. So some quotes I really kept remembering after reading. I'm gonna say some of the quotes I marked for Delirium, because while I was reading the book, I had to stop sometimes and say, wow, that was beautiful, and I went back and reread the phrase, and let me see some of them. They're all very romantic, so yes, let's see. Love, a single word, a wispy thing, a word no bigger or longer than an edge. That's what it is, an edge, a razor. It draws up through the center of your life, cutting everything in two before and after. The rest of the world falls away on either side. Yes. And there's another. I hate skin. I hate bones and bodies. I want to curl up inside of him and be carried there forever. That was too one of my favorite quotes. Thing, book that you read in 2011 that would be most likely to reread in 2012. I think Across the Universe I would reread gladly because it's just an amazing book. The Intention of Hugo Cabret, I don't know. I really would reread this, especially because it's super fun and has tons of pictures, and yeah. And I think I would reread The Explosionist too, because it was kind of complicated and I wanted to read it again so I can understand it better before I read the second one. 17. Book that had a scene in it that had you feeling, no, reeling, and dying to talk to somebody about it. I think A Game of Thrones. There is even a friend of mine that is still reading it. He's halfway through. No, he's more than halfway through. He's nearly done with it. And I'm insisting on him to finish it soon because there's something I want to talk to him about that still can't. And yeah, so yeah, I'm dying to talk about that. And I did talk to some people that had read the book about it. And one of them tried to deceive me and say, no, such person is not that. something like that. Such person, I'm not spoiling anyone. And then I believed him, and then another friend of mine that had read it, I confirmed it with him, like, does this person actually die or not? And he said to me what really happened. So yeah, that was a thing that really upset me in the book, and that I was just dying to talk. So I am still dying to talk to people about it. So yes, I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's from a Game of Thrones. If anyone finished it, want to talk about it, we can do that. Okay, so there's these looking ahead questions that I went to the Perpetual Page Turner blog to see which were the questions. Okay, so it's one book you didn't get to in 2011 but will be your #1 priority in 2012. I'm thinking Anna and the French Kiss because I did a to be read pile for December. Of course I didn't. I didn't stick with it. I read other stuff. But yeah, that's certainly a priority for 2012. 2012. #2 book you are most anticipating for 2012. I think a lot of you guys know this if you watch my videos. I'm waiting for In Shadow by Kelly Creek forever. And finally, I have like a few months only until I read it. So that's that one. Also, A Million Suns by Beth Revis, which I have pre-ordered, and it's coming out in January. I can't wait to read. And also Jessica Rules The Dark Side, which is probably on the way here for me to read it. Thing you hope to accomplish or do in your reading, blogging, I don't blog, vlogging in 2012. On the reading thing, I hope to reread some of my favorite books, because I realized I don't read my favorite books and I love them. Yeah. So I'm planning on rereading Lord of the Rings, Jonathan Strange, Mr. Norrell, Nevermore, just rereading my favorites, because it's been years I don't read them, or many months in some cases. I also plan to read more fun books. I mostly read some heavy, dense, time-consuming books, and I wanted to read more fun books, especially from Meg Cabot, because I love all of her books. Like, there's not even one book by Meg Cabot that I didn't like. So, especially her adult books, which I have read one of them, and it was super fun. I plan on reading more fun Meg Cabot books. I also plan on reading more high fantasy, because all these big, serious, adult high fantasies I have read, I loved. These other books that I just added on my Goodreads ideas to read more high fantasy. Mostly these book ideas I took from James. His bookshelf tour was very good. I took some very good ideas from him. Also from David. Yes, David. And I think Braden too. Yeah, I went to some people's bookshelf tours and I got some names for high fantasy books that I'm interested in reading. So I hope to read more of that. About the vlogging thing, I hope to do more videos. Guys, I'm sorry I haven't been as active as I used to be. I'm very lazy to do book reviews. Does that happen to you guys too? If you guys think that book reviews are essential to a person's book channel, you can tell me, and then I'm going to try to do more book reviews. But I mostly enjoy doing book hauls and tags and fun things like that, or these general very big book reviews that have a lot of books in it. I think they're easier and more fast, and I don't get lost or rambling about countless things. I don't know. Tell me what you think about that. So yeah, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'm going to do sometime this week a final video for the books I read this year. See you later.